All right, welcome everybody to this end of our winter 2020 session. It's been a long winter. So we're going to start today as usual, and we're going to start slowly because it's been a while. So we're going to start on our backs as usual and just start with a little focus on the breath. Maybe just a little piece of housekeeping. The bathroom is open, but only the men's bathroom is functioning right now. So everybody can use that bathroom, and there's no lock on the door. So just if you go knock before, and you'll see if somebody's missing, that's where they would be. So just give them time to use the bathroom. All right. So just take a moment to settle onto your back and to let your breath come in focus. So we're just breathing in and breathing out, whichever way you want right now to start with. And then I invite you slowly to shift, if you want, into a nice deep Ujjayi breath. And as you breathe in this deep Ujjayi way, I invite you to think about opening, which is our theme for our class tonight. So each time that you inhale, allow your ribcage to open, to widen. And as you exhale, of course, the ribcage will gently contract, but I invite you to keep that sense of deep opening, even as you exhale and there's a gentle contraction in the ribcage. Inhaling, gentle opening in the ribcage. And make sure to bring your breath right down, almost into your belly button. And again, as you exhale, maintain that sense of opening. Each breath, a chance to just create that space, that opening. First within your chest, and then as you continue to breathe, picture that opening moving into the rest of your body, so that each time that you inhale, you can feel an opening occurring in your, not only in your heart and chest, but in your belly, in your legs, in your arms, in your head. So just allowing the body to expand with each breath. Widening and opening travel through the body and beyond. And then as you inhale, some more, just allow that sense of opening to go beyond the boundaries of your body, so that you feel the space around you is expanding as well. Creating lots of space for you to breathe lots of space for you to be. And about opening, Jonathan Lockwood Huey has written, "Joy blooms where minds and hearts are open." Joy blooms where minds and hearts are open. So I invite you to just picture that sense of joy as you create more and more opening, more and more space within and around yourself. Just picturing that sense of joy, just blooming, blossoming, opening. As you create that sense of space of opening within and around yourself, I invite you to take a moment to think about one area, either of your body or of your life, that you would like to create an opening in. So it could be very concretely, I want my hips to open more, or it could be, I want to open up to new ideas this fall, to new activities. I want to open my heart up to someone that I haven't been close to in a while. So anything that is an area, a place within yourself or in your life that you would like to expand into, where you would like to create opening in space. So just take a moment to think about that. Keeping that intention in mind for the rest of our practice. And of course your intention can evolve as we go. We're going to move into some stretches on our back. So if you want to, if you're lying on a blanket, you may move that to the side of your mat. And if you want to locate your blocks and your strap, we're going to take a moment to position ourselves on the floor, and here we're going to start with our hamstring stretches. And some of you prefer to do this with your legs extended, some of you with your knees bent. So again, you can choose what position is optimal for you today. And take a moment wherever you are with your knees bent or with your legs extended to create and maintain a gentle curve just in the low back. And we're going to gently hug our right knee to our chest. And I'm reminding everybody here and on video that I mirror image. And hugging your right knee to your chest, you may now place your strap against the ball of your right foot and extend it up toward the ceiling. Or if you wish, you can just interlace the fingers behind your right thigh. Again, whatever is the best for you today in this moment. And take a moment to press your heel away from you, to curl the toes up, and to feel a sense of opening at the back of your right leg, the back of your calf and your hamstring. Toes are curled up, heel presses away from you. And when you're ready, you can slowly start to move. So exhaling, ball of the foot to the ceiling, toes are slightly curled still. Inhaling, press the heel away from you and keep the toes curled up. If your left leg is extended on the floor, try to keep that leg slightly engaged so that your left foot remains perpendicular to the floor. So we're moving back and forth, and as you move, picture a lengthening and opening occurring in your entire left leg, in all the little cells that are part of your bones, your ligaments, your muscles, your skin. Everything is benefiting from this space that you're creating within your right leg. Relax your jaw, your shoulders, your face. And the next time that you inhale and that your foot is square with your leg, you may want to start the inward-outward rotation of your left leg. So exhaling, outward rotation, inhaling, inward rotation. Again, you're moving slowly at your own rhythm, creating space in your right hip, in your low back. Slowly return the foot to center, remove your strap, and gently again hug your right knee to your chest. If your left leg is extended, create as much space as you can between the right knee and the left heel. And again, of course, you're in charge of not overdoing anything. So when I say create as much space, I mean as much space as is available to you right now. We never want to force anything to create opening. We just want to invite that sense of opening and allow it to happen without being forceful in any way. And slowly return that right leg beside the left. Take a moment to straighten up if you need to, and to create and maintain the gentle curve in your low back. And next we're going to hug our left knee to our chest. And placing your strap against the ball of your left foot or interlacing the fingers behind the left thigh. Extend the left leg up toward the ceiling. And again, take a moment just to press the heel away from you, to curl your toes up. And again, to create as much room as you can between your left heel, your left hip, lengthening the left leg. And slowly start to move your ankles. So exhaling, ball of the foot to the ceiling. Inhaling, square the foot with your leg. Your toes remain curled up at all time here. Next time that you inhale and that your foot is square with your leg, I invite you to start the inward-outward rotation of your legs. So exhaling, outward rotation. Inhaling, inward rotation. And again, you're moving slowly, creating an opening, creating space in your left hip, in your low back, in your entire body, in your entire being as well. Slowly return your foot to center. You may now remove your strap and hug your left knee to your chest. And again, we're just creating as much space as we can between the left knee and the right heel. Lengthening. And slowly return the left leg beside the right leg. Take a moment. Shake up your legs a little bit if you want. Just move them around from side to side. And we're going to do a few more hip openers. So So we're going to return to hugging the right knee to our chest. And we're going to cross the right foot over to the floor beside our left hip. The inner edge of your right foot will be on the floor. You place your left hand on your knee. And placing your right hand on your right hip, but your right hip does not have to touch the floor here. We're just gently pulling the right knee towards the floor on the left side of the body. Again, that's the direction that we're pulling into. And we're doing this very mindfully and very, very slowly so that you're not overdoing it. You're just gently stretching the right hip. Moving slowly, and when you reach the place where you can't go any further, that's totally fine. Just breathe into your hip. Again, inviting a sense of openness to occur in the right hip as we do that. And slowly releasing, we're going to return to just hugging the knee to our chest. Keep the foot slightly active here. And then placing the sole of your right foot against the inner left thigh, open the right knee to the side. And again, your left hand is on your left hip. And with your right hand, you're just inviting your right thigh to grow longer. So you're not pushing the thigh towards the ground. You're gently lengthening the right thigh and relaxing the right hip. And slowly return to just hugging your right knee to your chest. And sliding your one hand or two hands under your right knee. Cross your right knee towards the left side of your chest. And then gently draw the right knee towards your left shoulder. Again, that's the direction we're going into. We're not expecting the right knee to touch the left shoulder. We're just gently pulling the knee up and sideways towards the left side, towards the left shoulder. Again, doing this very slowly and observing, feeling what's happening in the right hip, and not pushing it any further than where it needs to go. Just gently inviting space and opening in the right hip. And slowly return to hugging your right knee to your chest. And sliding your hand behind your right thigh, gently lift your foot up toward the ceiling so that your thigh and leg at first are at 90 degrees. And then if that's for you, slowly start to straighten your right leg. Almost like you're in a lying down split, but you're doing that very slowly and gently and not pushing it. And slowly return to hug the right knee to your chest. And slowly return the right leg beside the left leg. Take a moment to, you can gently roll from side to side. Your knees can roll from side to side, your hips a little bit. And then let's return to center with both our legs extended on the mat, heels gently pressing away from you so the legs are just slightly engaged. And we're going to once again hug, this time the left knee to our chest. Cross the left foot over to the right side of your body. Place the inner edge of your left foot on the floor. Your right leg can relax here. And holding your left knee with your right hand, left hand can be on the left hip. Again, we're moving very slowly and gently, drawing the left knee towards the floor. So your hip will come off the ground. You know, you might just be leaning on your right buttock. That's totally fine, but you're not pushing it. You're just gently inviting the knee to go towards the floor. Monitoring constantly what's happening in your low back and your hip, and not overdoing it. place the sole of your left foot against the inner right thigh. Open the left knee to the side. You can place your right hand on your left hip, just weighing it down a little bit. And gently encourage the right inner thigh, the right thigh bone to grow longer with your left hand. Again, you're not pushing, like actively pushing the leg towards the floor. You're just thinking of creating length from the top of the thigh all the way to your left knee. And just gently opening, gently lengthening. And slowly return to just hugging your left knee to your chest. And placing the left knee more towards the right side of the torso, slide one hand or two hands under your left knee. And again, it's like you're lifting your knee towards your right shoulder. You're moving slowly. You're feeling what's happening in your left hip. You're being gentle and mindful. Gently again creating space, creating an opening in your left hip. And once you've reached a place where you can't go any further, just send your breath into the left hip. Gently return to hugging your knee to your chest. And again, sliding your hands under your thighs. Bring your thigh and leg at 90 degrees from one another. And if that's for you, slowly start to straighten the left leg. Almost like you're doing a lying down split, but you're gentle. You're mindful, you're observing what's going on. And slowly return to hugging the left knee to your chest. And slowly return the left leg beside the right leg. Take a moment again just to relax. You can place your arms by your side, relax the legs. Just take a few breaths, just allowing a deep sense of opening throughout your entire being. And if you've set an intention for yourself of an area of your body or of your life where you would like to create more space, more opening, take a moment just to reflect upon that right now. Very gently, I invite you to roll on your side and to come into a seated position on your blocks. So whatever is comfortable, cross-legged or sitting in hero pose. And we're just going to do a little bit of work on our shoulders just to warm everything up today before we get more active. So seated nice and tall with your sits bones on your blocks, relax your shoulders, relax your arms. We're going to bring our right hand onto our right shoulder. Place our left hand under the shoulder and just start to create a little counter pressure. So our elbow wants to draw down, but our hand is resisting. And like with all counter pressure exercises, you have the complete option to be very gentle with this or to be very much engaged with this. So, or you can move between the two, be gentle and a little more forceful, whatever works for you. As you do that, the most important thing is just to relax the shoulder blades down towards your waist. So shoulder blades are not involved at all. It's just your arm muscles pushing against one another. And we're going to shift the position of our hand, bringing it to the top of the elbow. Again, elbow wants to push up, hands resisting down. Nobody wins. And you decide how gentle or how forceful you are with this. And let's move the hand to the inner edge edge of the elbow. Elbow wants to push in, hand resists out. Relax your shoulder blades. That's all you have to do here. Keep on breathing, of course. Keep your jaw and your face nice and relaxed. And finally, hand to the outer edge of the elbow. Elbow wants to push out, hand resists. And slowly let go. Take a moment with your hands on your thighs just to relax and to feel the effect of that stretch on your right side and left side, because really they both kind of get a little bit of work here. Left hand on your left shoulder, right hand under your elbow. Again, so we're just doing counter pressure. Elbow pushes down and hand resists with as much or as little gusto as you wish. Relax your shoulder blades. That's the main thing. And then your hand comes on top of the elbow. Counter pressure, we're being gentle or forceful as we wish. And then hand to the inner edge of the elbow. Elbow pushes in, hand resists out. Relax your shoulders, your jaw, your face. And finally, hand to the outer edge of the elbow. Elbow wants to push out, hand resists. And slowly let go. Place your hands on your thighs, taking a moment just to feel what this feels like. And then putting both hands on both elbows with the elbows sticking out. We're going to draw circles in one direction, little, slowly growing those circles a little bigger. And starting in the other direction, small to start with, and slowly increasing the size. And slowly return your hands on your thighs. Take a moment to feel what's happening. And from here we're going to move on all fours and work on our wrist stretches. If you'd like to create a little double fold on your mat for your knees to have a little bit more cushiness, you're welcome to do that. And with the hands a little wider than shoulder width distance, I invite you to turn your hands out. Fingers are pointing out. And you can start to gently move from side to side. Again, we're keeping the shoulder blades nice and relaxed here. And our attention is completely into our hands, our wrists, our arms. Because we just want to feel what's happening so we don't do anything too extreme, but we want to get a good stretch. You can move forward and back above each hand as well. You can also draw little circles in both directions above each hand. Slowly return to center. We're going to dial the hands out and down a little bit. Again, it's different for each one of us. Maybe some of you are not even at 90 degrees with the long edges of your mat yet, and some of us will have our fingers pointing down towards our knees. It is not a competition. It's about doing what's right for your body, for your hands, your wrists. And here again, we're just gently moving from side to side, moving front and back. We're being slow and mindful, paying complete attention to what's happening. Because again, to create an opening, to create that space, you really want to make sure that we do it properly. And again, maybe you're drawing little circles above each hand. Like you can find your movement circling in 2 directions if that works for you. And slowly come back to center. And from here we're going to lift the hands off mindfully from the floor. And just take a moment to massage your hands, move your fingers. Anything that feels good for your hands and wrists. And then we're going to come into a semi child pose so the hips stay above the knees, the arms extend onto the floor. If you'd like to put a block under your forehead, you can, or forehead to the ground. We're going to extend the arms away from us and spread the fingers nice and wide. And then we're going to lift the thumbs off the ground, the index finger, the middle finger, the ring finger, and slowly rotate on the outer edge of the hand, on the outer edge of the baby finger. Slowly turning so that our palms are slowly being offered up towards the sky. Feel the stretch in the arms and the shoulders. Again, don't go too far if that's too much for you. And slowly return the palms of the hands back on the floor, the fingers back on the floor. And then we'll do this, but in the other direction. So baby finger lifts off the mat, ring finger, middle finger. You're going to stay on the index and the thumbs and reach the baby fingers towards the ceiling. The outer edge of the baby fingers toward the outer edge of your hands are reaching toward the ceiling again. You do this at your own pace. You go as far as what is right for your arms and shoulders and hands. And slowly return the hands back down. Walk your hands back a little bit. And come back on all 4. We're going to turn the palms of our hands up. And again, the closer your hands are from your knees, the less weight you have on them. So if this is really challenging for you, keep your hands close to your knees so there's no weight on them. If you can afford to walk your hands a little further, you may, but again, it's all up to you. And in this position, we're going to draw circles with our thumbs in one direction. And then in the other direction. And returning the thumbs on the mat, we're going to tap the index fingers up and down. Fast, slow, high up, low, whatever again is right for you. Then move to the middle fingers. And then the ring fingers. And finally the baby fingers. And again, slowly and mindfully lift your hands off your mat, move your hands, massage your hands and wrists. And from here, we're just going to do a couple of cobra pose and a few locust pose, just working on opening the heart. So we're going to start very gently, moving onto our bellies. Lie on our bellies with our hands by the side of our chest. The toes are uncurled and the front of our feet and our toenails are pressing down on the mat. And we're just going to do a few shoulder rotations here, rotating the shoulders up and down in one direction and then in the other. And then slowly bring that to a halt. Rotate the shoulders onto the back. Draw the shoulder blades down towards your waist. Press the front of the feet and the toenail on the mat. Lift the inner thighs toward the ceiling. Lengthen the tailbone towards your heels. Lower belly lifts up, upper belly reaches down, belly button gently hugs in. And then slowly lift your head and your heart off the mat. Start with a very gentle baby cobra. So you're still looking straight down at your mat. Your shoulder blades are pulling down towards your waist. Your elbows are close to the side of the body. And then
Gently, isometrically pull your hands towards your waist. You're not going anywhere, but you're just as if you're going to pull your hands, drag them on the mat towards your waist. Relax the shoulder blades as you do that. And maybe lift your heart a little higher off the ground, maybe not. You decide what's right for you. And here again, inner thighs reach for the ceiling. Tailbone lengthens towards your heels, belly hugs in. And if that's for you, lift a little higher. Keep the elbows close to the side of the body. And slowly return back onto the ground. Placing your elbows under your shoulders, let's lift into a Sphinx pose. Again, take a moment to relax the shoulder blades down towards your waist, to press the front of your feet against the mat, to lift the inner thighs toward the ceiling, to hug the belly in. Isometrically pull your arms towards your waist, as if you're going to drag your arms back, but you're not moving, you're just engaging as if you were moving. And from here, gently turn your head to one side, and then turn your head to the other side. Come back to center again, and turn again to one side, and to the other side. And gently come back to center. Then we're going to wrap our lower lip over the upper lip. I can't do it and talk, so you do it and I'll talk. And we're just going to gently lift our head up a little bit more. And again, gently look from side to side. And slowly come back to center. Return your head on the mat. Bring your hands on your back with the palms facing down. Hands are just on the low back. Fingers are pointing down towards your heels. Shrug the shoulders on the back. Press the front of your feet, your toenails against the mat. Hug the belly in. Lengthen the tailbone. You can use your hands to pull the skin of your low back towards your heels. Lift the elbows towards the ceiling as much as you can. Again, respecting your own edges here. And slowly lift your heart and head off the mat. And breathe here. Lower belly pulls up, upper belly reaches down, belly button hugs in, tailbone lengthens, the legs are active, front of the feet pressing on the mat, inner thighs reaching for the ceiling. And slowly return your head and heart to the floor. And opening your arms above your head with the palms facing down. Walk your hands back a little bit, so that you're like in a seal pose, or hands are in front of you, heart is reaching forward, and again, tailbone lengthens, belly hugs in. And putting your right hand under your left shoulder, come into a thread the needle and lean onto that right shoulder, and relax the right shoulder. Make it as heavy as you can and as relaxed as you can. And slowly pull the hand out. Extend both hands in front of you again. Engage again, toenails in front of the feet. Press on the mat. Inner thighs reach for the ceiling. Tailbone lengthens. Lower belly pulls up. Upper belly reaches down. Belly button hugs in. Isometrically pull your hands towards you a little bit. Relax the shoulder blades. And then slide your left hand under your right shoulder. Roll onto that left shoulder and just make that left shoulder as heavy as you can. And slowly retrieve the hand from underneath you. And from here, we're going to come into standing. It is getting nice and toasty in here now. Is it too hot or? No. No? Okay. So we're going to move into a couple of sun salutations. Again, for those of us who may not have done a lot of yoga in the last couple of months, be gentle. Take it easy. There's no big rush to do anything. And as usual, when we go from plank, you can go onto your belly into cobra, or you can go from plank into chaturanga and into up dog. Remember that in chaturanga, we don't want to be hunched over with our shoulders reaching forward. We're going to keep a nice distance between the ears and shoulders and keep the shoulders on the back. So take a moment to anchor your feet onto your mat. Feel nice and tall. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw, and take a moment. You can soften your gaze or close your eyes. And again, think about where do you want to create space within your being, within your life, within your physical body. Keeping that in mind, on your next inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale and bow forward. Don't have to touch the floor here. Inhale, come back to the halfway point, extend the spine, micro bend the knees always if that's better for you. Exhale and bow. Placing your hands on fingertips on either side of your feet, inhale the right foot back. Runner's lunge, feel that extension from the back of your heel to the crown of your head. Exhale and move back and up into downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Feel buoyant. Exhale onto your belly or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, find your way back to down dog. Inhale the right leg up behind you. Exhale the right foot forward between your hands. Take your time to get here. Take a nice deep inhalation with your right foot right between your hands. And as you exhale, bring the back foot forward, standing forward, bend, release your neck and head. Inhale, lift up halfway, extend the spine, but you can micro bend the knees here. Exhale again and bow. Inhale, great big circle with your arms, come all the way up and standing. And as you exhale, hands return in front of your heart. Take a moment to return to your intention of opening with this practice. On your next inhale, reach up. Exhale and bow. Inhale, lift up halfway. Remember your knees can be micro bent. Exhale and bow again. Inhale and reach your left foot back. Take a nice deep inhale here. Exhale, press back and up into downward facing dog. Tall spine, extend your spine as much as you can here. Inhale, plank. Exhale onto your belly or chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, find your way back to your down dog. Inhale the left leg up behind you. Exhale, left foot forward between your hands. Take a nice deep inhale here. Exhale, back foot forward, standing forward, then release your neck, your head. Inhale, great big circle with your arms, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, bring the hands back in front of your heart. Take a moment to settle here, to breathe. Inhaling again, reach up, open. Exhale and bow. Inhale, lift up halfway. Tall spine, exhale and bow. Inhale and reach the right foot back. Exhale and press backing up into downward dog. Inhale, move to plank. Exhale, chaturanga or onto your belly. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale, find your way back to down dog. Inhale, the right leg up behind you. Exhale, the right foot forward between your hands. And take a nice deep inhalation here. Exhale, back foot forward, standing forward, bend, release your neck, release your head. Take advantage of this moment. Let gravity take care of that. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, bow. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands move back in front of your heart. Take a moment again to breathe. And just to observe, where have you created space within yourself so far? Inhale, reach up again. Exhale and bow forward. Release your neck, your head. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, bow. Inhale and lunge the left foot back. Exhale, press back and up into downward facing dog. Breathe here, expand, lengthen the spine. Wait for your next inhalation to come forward into plank. Exhale onto your belly or chaturanga. And inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, find your way back to down dog. Inhale the left leg up behind you. Exhale the left foot forward between your hands. Take a nice deep inhale here. Exhale, back foot forward, standing forward, bend, release your neck, your head. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, bow. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands in front of your heart. Take a moment to breathe. Just again to return to your intention for this practice. And Deepak Chopra has written, "Joy is a return to the deep harmony of body, mind, and spirit that was yours at birth, and that can be yours again. That openness to love, that capacity for wholeness with the world around you is still within you." Now we're going to play a little bit with hand movements tonight. I call that the platter pose little movement. So let's bend our elbows and bring our hands in front of us. And again, the goal here is to imagine that you have a platter in your hand, and as you move, you're not tipping over, and you're not losing what's on the platter. Your hands might turn around a bit, but that's good again, it's the intention. That's what we're trying for. So keeping our hands in front of us, relax the shoulders, and remember, just relax your shoulders, and if you're not quite doing it right, that's totally fine. Not a big deal. So let's pull the hands back, and then turn the fingertips towards your waist, and then turn the fingertips towards behind you. Reach the arms back, and then create a big circle. You can bend your elbows a little bit, and the platter might go a little sideways here, that's fine. Reach the arms above your head. great big circle reaching behind you as well. And return to the initial position. And relax your shoulders. Let's do that again. So we're pulling the hands back, turning the fingertips first towards our waist and towards behind us, reaching back. Opening the arms into a great big circle and reaching above our head. Hands will cross above our head. And then open into that great big circle and come forward and then back towards elbows by the side of your waist. Let's do that one more time. So pulling back, fingers reach towards the waist and back. Arms open towards the back and then great big circle. We're circling the arms around and reaching up at the same time and then crossing the hands. We reach sideways and bring the arms back by your side. Just take a moment to relax a little bit, shake up. And we're going to do all this but in the other direction. So we start here and we reach forward as if we're offering something to someone in front of us, and we do a great big circle to open sideways. Reach back and up. Cross over. Yeah, how does that go? And reach back, yeah, that's it. And then pull the arms back and forward. I think that's right. It's been a while. So loosen your knees, keep your hips also nice and soft. There's nothing, to worry about. We're just playing with this. So we're reaching forward, shoulders stay relaxed no matter what. Then we reach out and sideways. We reach above our head, behind us. Hands will kind of cross above the head. And then it's almost like a swimming motion. We reach back. And then we bring the hands forward, fingers to the waist, and then fingers forward again. Let's do that one more time. Reaching forward, sideways. Above the head, fingertips will cross a little bit. Then it's like a swimming motion. We reach back with the palms of the hands up. We bring the elbows forward, turn the fingers towards the waist, and then turn the fingers forward. And let's go. Do we want to try doing one hand one way, the other hand the other way? Let's just try it. It might just be a mess. It's fine. That's okay. So we start here with both hands. And you can choose. I'm going to pull my left hand back and my right hand forward. So you can follow me if you want. And then we reach into a great big circle with both arms. They are going to cross above. And reach. And reach. I think I messed up, but that's okay. And we can try it with the other way. So this time we went like this. So let's reach our left hand forward, right hand back. We reach sideways and above our heads. And one hand is doing a swimming motion. The other hand, I don't know what it's doing. Yeah, let's go back to center. I gotta practice this. I used to be able to do that. That's what 6 months of hiatus will do to you, right? So anyway, these are just fun to work on, and it's fun to also work on our coordination because it keeps our brain a little sharp when we do that. So from here, we're going to do a couple of vinyasa and include a sun salutation format, but we include other little poses in there. So starting nice and tall at the front of your mat, take a moment to really ground your feet, to feel yourself totally anchored on the earth. And at the same time, the crown of your head reaches for the sky. And in between, you're creating all this opening, all this space within your physical body and within your entire being. And on your next inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale and bow forward and down. Release your neck and head. Inhale, lift up halfway. Knees can microbend. Exhale and bow. Inhale and reach the right foot back. And take a moment here to create lots of room between your front knee and your back heel. To lengthen the spine, to relax the shoulders. Keep on breathing here. Placing your right hand flat on the mat, place your left hand on the sacrum. Rotate the torso to open towards the left side of your mat. Shrug the left shoulder on the back, and if that's for you, open the top hand toward the ceiling into a side lunge. Keep on breathing here. Relax the shoulders, relax your jaw, your face. Feel tall. And as you exhale, return that top hand back down. Take a nice deep inhale here and runner's lunge. Exhale and press back and up into downward facing dog. Spread the fingers and the toes. Hug the arms into the shoulder socket, and from the shoulders to the hips, grow as tall as you can. In down dog, it's always okay to bend your knees if that makes your down dog easier for you. Or you can extend your legs, whatever again is right for you, and it's different for all of us, and it's also different almost at different times of the day or different days. Inhale and move forward into plank. Press your hands apart isometrically, your feet apart isometrically. Press your hands away from your feet away from your hands. You're fully engaged here. Feel nice and tall and buoyant in your plank pose. And on your next exhale, lower to the ground, uncurl the toes, and clasp your hands behind your back. Take a moment to press the front of your feet and your toenails on the mat. Lift the inner thighs toward the ceiling. Lengthen the tailbone towards your heels. Lower belly pulls up, upper belly reaches down, belly button gently hugs in. Shrug the shoulders on the back and reach your knuckles towards your heels. You can also just rest your hands on your sacrum and lift the elbows toward the ceiling. So whichever position feels the best for you today. Keeping the legs, the core engaged. On your next inhale, lift your heart and head off the floor. Keep on breathing here. And if you want, lift your right leg off the mat, and then your left, like paddling your leg like you're swimming and kicking your legs. And slowly return both your feet on the mat. And slowly return your forehead on the ground. Curl your toes under, unclasp your hands and place your hands under your shoulders. Wait for your next inhale to press back and up into downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up behind you. Exhale the right foot forward between your hands. And take a moment again to lengthen from the front knee to the back heel. Lengthen the crown of the head away from the back heel. Keep on breathing. The next time that you exhale, bring the back foot forward. Standing forward bend, release your neck, your head. Inhale and lift up halfway. Exhale and bow. Inhale, reach up, great big circle, open your heart. And exhale, hands return in front of your heart for a moment and breathe. Inhale and reach up. And I'm going to trick you. Exhale and sit on that imaginary chair. Keep the feet parallel, equally anchored on the mat. And reach behind you and clasp your hands. Bound chair, reach the knuckles towards behind you. If that's extreme, keep your elbows slightly bent. There's no use for overdoing it for the shoulders. Keep the belly gently hugging in. Maybe you sit a little lower on that chair. Keep on breathing. Inhale and come back up and reach the arms up. Exhale and bow. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, bow. Inhale and lunge the left foot back. Again, long in the spine, long from the front knee to the back heel. Relax the shoulders. Keep your breath supporting you here. And on your next exhale, press back and up into downward facing dog. Arms are well anchored in the shoulder socket. Spine is long, belly gently hugs in. Knees can be slightly bent or legs extended. Again, what is best for you is what's right for you. Inhale and reach the right leg up. Bend the right knee and slowly open into a side down, a three-legged down dog. Open your heart towards the right side of your mat. Stack your right hip on top of the left. Just a gentle twist here. Keep on breathing. Inhale and return to your plain three-legged down dog with your feet parallel but not side by side. Exhale, return the right foot on the mat. Take a moment again to get your bearings. Arms are well anchored in the shoulder socket. Spine is extended. Belly gently hugs in. Inhale the left leg up. Bend the left knee. Stack the left hip on top of the right. Look under your left armpit. Twist the torso towards the left side of the mat. And breathe. Inhale, extend again into your three-legged down dog with the feet parallel. And as you exhale, left foot comes down. Inhale, move forward into plank. Lift the inner thighs, hug the belly in place. Push the hands and feet isometrically away from all the other limbs. Keep on breathing. And as you exhale, lower all the way to the ground. Uncurl the toes. Extend your arms above your head, palms facing down. And bring your hands a little closer to you and a little wider, like almost at mat width distance, like little spiders. Go on your fingertips. Press the inner thighs towards the ceiling. Lengthen the tailbone, hug the belly in. Shrug the shoulders on the back and come up into this little spider cobra. Keep on breathing here. Tailbone lengthened, belly hugs in. And slowly lower until you can hold yourself without the hands and bring the arms by your side like a plane. Palms are facing down. Keep on breathing. Exhale and return everything to the floor. And you can make a little cushion with your hands or place a block under your forehead. Anything that's comfortable, and just take a moment to relax. Just to let go. The legs are relaxed, the low back, the belly, everything is just letting go. Taking a moment just to let your body take in all this opening and space that you have created within yourself. And in the Yoga Sutra, it is written, to preserve openness of heart and calmness of mind, nurture these attitudes. Kindness to those who are happy. Compassion for those who are less fortunate. Honor for those who embody noble qualities. And equanimity to those whose actions oppose your values. So just taking a moment to breathe, to let go. From here, I invite you to slowly come back up to standing. We're going to do a vinyasa with a few wide standing poses. I'm just going to slowly mark the poses for you. So we're going to go through Warrior 1 into Warrior 2. And then from Warrior 2, we're going to come into an extended side warrior. So I'm keeping the same hand as the front leg, reaching up. The other hand reaches behind your thigh. And you're just reaching back and up. And then we'll go back into Warrior 2 and then back into our vinyasa. So standing nice and tall, take a moment to really anchor yourself and to grow yourself as tall as you can. Relax the shoulders, relax your jaw. And take a moment again to think about where are you creating opening in your life, in your being, in your body tonight. next inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale and bow. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, bow. Inhale and lunge the left foot back. And runner's lunge, just expand and grow. And then lower your back heel onto the floor. We're going to lift up into warrior one before you even stand up. Feel your stance and adjust if you feel that you need to. Bend your front knee in line with the front toes, and when you're ready, lift the arms up into warrior one. Relax the shoulders, open your heart. Keep on breathing here. And from here, keep your knee in line with your toes. That's the most important piece here. And rotate sideways to open into warrior two. So your torso is facing the same side as your back leg. Relax the shoulders, look towards your front hand. And then turn the palm of that front hand up toward the ceiling. Reach that hand towards the ceiling and reach the back hand towards the inside of your back thigh. And gently reach back and up. Extending the torso. And slowly return to warrior two. Look forward, relax the shoulders. Front knee stays in line with the front toes. And then reach back to the floor, lift the back heel. Take a nice deep inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we're going to skip the plank. We're going to inhale the left leg up. Exhale the left foot forward. Runner's lunge to start with. Just get your bearings here, open. Set yourself up as strongly as you can, and then lower the back heel on the floor. Again, take a moment to make sure that you have a good strong base with your feet. And when you're ready, lift up into warrior one. Heart is open, legs are strong, shoulders are relaxed. Keeping that front knee in line with the front toes, open into warrior two. Looking forward, keep your front knee in line with your front toes, that's crucial. Relax the shoulders is also a great thing to do. Keep on breathing. Turn the palm of your hand up toward the ceiling. Reach up and reach your back hand to the inner thigh of your back leg. And expand. Reaching upward and then back. Front knee stays in line with the front toes. And slowly return to warrior two. Relax your shoulders. And on your next exhale, reach the fingertips for the floor. Lift the back heel off the ground. Take a nice deep inhale here. Exhale, back foot forward, standing forward, then release your neck and head. Inhale, lift up halfway. Nice extension in the spine. Knees can be micro bent. Exhale, bow. Inhale, come all the way back up to standing. And exhale, hands return in front of your heart. Take a moment to breathe here. This is the end of our active practice for tonight. So you can just take a moment to take stock of what you've done, how things feel, of where you have created space, where you have created openings. From here, we're going to lie down on our mats for our bridge pose. So take a moment to set yourself up so that your feet are parallel, your spine and your head are all in the same line, and take a moment to place your hands by your side, palms facing up or facing down, again, whatever is most comfortable for you. We're going to do a moving bridge tonight. Just take a second to lift your toes up toward the ceiling and really anchor the four corners of your feet against the mat. And then you can release the toes, but keep the feet nicely anchored on the floor. Then take a nice deep inhale and relax everything. Exhaling, engage Mula Bandha and tilt the tailbone toward the ceiling and start to slowly roll your spine up into bridge from bottom to top. When you get into your full bridge extension, stay here and inhale. Exhale, engage pelvic floor muscles again and round the spine back down from top to bottom onto the floor. And when you reach the floor, take a moment just to let go and inhale. I'm going to do a second one of these, so take a moment here just to breathe. And on your next inhale, relax. Exhale, engage Mula Bandha and tilt the tailbone toward the ceiling and start to lift the spine from bottom to top into your bridge pose. Stay here in this open-hearted bridge as you inhale. And as you exhale, recommit to Mula Bandha and slowly release the spine from top to bottom onto the floor. And then let go. Take a few breaths here, just relaxing everything. And slowly rolling on your side, let's come into a staff pose. You can grab your strap and place it against both of your feet. Keep the strap nice and long so that your elbows can be slightly behind you here. And pressing the feet against the strap, press the inner thighs down towards the floor, lengthen the spine. And gently bow forward, keeping the spine nice and tall. So we're not rounding the back into our forward bend, we're just keeping the spine nice and tall and gently bowing. Push your feet against the strap. You can pull the strap against the feet a little bit to engage the legs a bit. And keep the spine super long as your sits bones become heavier against the floor. Spine stays as long as possible. Relax the shoulders down towards your waist. Keep on breathing. And as you inhale, slowly come back up. You may release your strap. And we're going to place our legs like this to the left side of the body. So right leg is in front of you, left leg is on the side. Take a moment to adjust, even if you need to try to be, it's a little hard to be equally seated on both sits bones, but we're trying to really anchor our seat. And then bringing your left hand against the front of your right thigh, bring your right hand behind you, and maybe you can reach behind you and put the back of your hand against your back. And gently start to twist towards the right. Relax the shoulders. Keep the hips nice and heavy and anchored on the mat. And we're going to switch sides, so right leg moves back, left leg moves forward, both knees are bent. Again, take a moment to make sure that you're nicely seated, heavy on both sits bones. And then right hand reaches for the left thigh, left hand reaches behind you, back of the hand against your back. And you're just relaxing the shoulders as you gently twist to the left. Both your legs in front of you, and you can gently shake your legs. And again, from staff pose, gently roll the spine down. So rolling down with a round back. You can open your elbows to the side. And slowly roll back up. And from here, we're going to move into Shavasana. So if you'd like to put on some layers, you're more than welcome to do that.
whatever you need to be comfortable. You can be creative if you have jackets that you can wrap around in or anything. That's totally fine. And I invite you to, on your own time, to slowly find your way onto the floor. And once you're lying on the floor, we're just going to do a little bit of engaging and releasing before going into deep relaxation. So your legs may be extended on the floor, your knees bent, it doesn't matter. But I invite you to gently form little fists with your hands. And like with anything, you can be very gentle or you can be very forceful with those fists. It's up to you. Keeping the fists happening, press your upper arms and forearms against the floor. Press your shoulder blades against the floor. And just engage. From the shoulders down to your fingertips, you're just creating that deep engagement in your body. Try to keep the rest of the body completely relaxed and breathe. And then release, open your fingers, open your arms, release your shoulders, and just take a moment to just feel what's happening in your arms and your hands and your shoulders. And again, depending on your position, you might do this slightly differently. If your legs are on the floor, you can curl the toes up and press your heels away from you. If your knees are bent, you can press your feet against the floor and curl the toes up. Press your calves against each other if your knees are bent, or press your calves against the floor. Thighs press down or towards one another. So we want to create a deep engagement in the buttocks as well, pressing your buttocks against the floor. Engaging your thighs, your legs, your feet. Try to keep the rest of your body relaxed as you do that. Your hands relax, your face relax. So lower body is fully engaged, and hold for a moment as you continue to breathe, of course. And slowly relax. Relax your legs, your buttocks. And take a moment just to feel what this feels like. And we're going to move our focus onto our faces. So I invite you to take a moment to scrunch your face, to move your cheeks around, to move your brows up and down. If you can move your ears, you can do that. Move your jaw open and move your jaw from side to side. So it's like everything is moving in your face for a moment here. Scrunching your nose. You can close and open your eyelids if you want. Move your eyebrows. Everything's getting a little movement. Your tongue, you can stick it out, bring it back in, anything. And then slowly relax. Relax your face. Feel the skin of your face gently draping down on either side towards the floor as you just let go completely. And then bring your awareness to your core. Gently hug the belly button towards the spine. Lift the lower belly up towards the belly button. Upper belly reaches down. Engage your pectoral muscles so the entire, and press your back against the floor. So your torso and your belly and your back are fully engaged. And hold for a moment as you continue to breathe. Try to relax your legs and your hands as you do that. And finally relax. And this is the end of our practice for tonight. All you have to do now is to let go, to relax, to let the floor support you. Return your breath to your natural breath. There's absolutely nothing left to do now. You can just let go. practice for tonight is soon going to come to an end. So I invite you to slowly bring the focus back on your breath. Gently inhaling and exhaling. And as you do that, here is one last quote by Theodore Roethke. Those who are willing to be vulnerable move among mysteries. Those who are willing to be vulnerable move among mysteries. So I invite you to slowly start moving again. If there's any little movement or stretches that you feel would be helpful for you to complete this practice tonight, to create a little bit more space within yourself, please go ahead and do that now. And slowly, when you're ready, you can gently roll onto your side and come into a seated position of your choice. And we're going to end by gently chanting Om. Keep looking forward so that we're all in our own space. Just a gentle chanting of Om 3 times. So let's all inhale together. Thank you for joining this practice tonight. It's a pleasure to be together with all of you again.
Thank you.
And if anybody would like to borrow gear, just let me know. I'm just going to make a note of it. And we'll be here next week again at the same time. And I guess we have to mask up again for the end of the class, for the moving out.